Welcome back to SWAYAM course on design thinking and innovation. This is the final week, week 16. We are looking at projects, and in this section you need to submit a report and a presentation. So more details on this. So section P16, week 16. So you need to finalize your design, and you need to make the report and presentation all the way from week 1 to week 16, and you'll look at documentation details along with reference and acknowledgements. So let's look at how to do the finalized design of the design thinking and innovation project. So this week is dedicated to finalizing all aspects of the design solution and documenting the whole process, first in form of a report and then in form of a presentation. That means that you can look at all the design features, the list of components as well as the design specifications. You need to finalize all of them. Okay, so let's look at the deliverables. So you have the report plus presentation. From week 1 to 16 report, it documents the progress of your project. Okay, we've already mentioned roughly 1 or 2 pages. Okay, so roughly it becomes around 30 pages for the 15 weeks. It should be A4 size, vertical, and the presentation is also very similar, but more of a visual format with supporting text slides. Okay, and again it can include 1 or 2 slides, so that means roughly around 30 slides. Horizontal format, 16:9 ratio. It should also include mappings and tables. Okay, so if you look at the contents, for example, the report should have a title for the design project, listing of the content, team members, introduction, why did you do this project, summary of secondary research, primary research, analysis part 1 and 2, and redefining the problem statement, followed by ideation, prototyping, soft, medium and hard, application of human factors and ergonomics, usability studies and user feedback, and iteratively redesigning it to come out with a final design concept. Then you create a business model, and then look at future directions and steps, full references, acknowledgements, and submit this as one PDF document. Okay, so let's look at the presentation content, which is kind of similar to the written content. Cover slide with the title of the design project, team members, content slide, secondary research, primary research, analysis part 1, part 2, redefining the problem statement, followed by ideation, prototyping, soft, medium and hard, human factors, application of usability studies, coming out with the final concept, doing the business model, writing about the future direction steps, full references, acknowledgements, and then submitting it as one PDF document. So roughly the sample page of the report, it looks like this with the title, okay, subtitle, the name of the writer, okay, the abstract, and then introduction and so on and so forth. Okay, so again a sample page, you can see how the image comes in. It needs to have references, okay, and this is how a presentation slide can look. With the mappings on one side and explanation about what the mapping is all about. Okay, another page from the report about primary research, the photographs and where it was done, okay, who are the people involved. Okay, so roughly it gives you an idea of what you need to do, both in terms of the project report as well as the presentation. We come to references and acknowledgements, very important part of it, because whatever you have referred to, you need to actually mention it there. Okay, this is a very crucial part of it. A very simple method is the Howard system. Okay, so you start with the author, year. Okay, so it's very simple. So for example, the book is the author's name, the year in brackets, the title of the book, who was the publisher and where it was published. Okay, so Bharucha R, 2009, Rajasthan Oral History, Penguin Books, India, so on and so forth. So if you download a PDF, for example, you need to have again the authors first, the year, the full title of it, and the link to it, and when it was actually accessed. Okay, so these make up the reference system. How to acknowledge, very, very important. All the people who have supported and helped you, it's important to acknowledge their assistance. So faculty members and mentors, librarian or an expert in this topic, institutions, organizations that have helped you with research. Again, first name, last name, name of the institution, email address is optional. Okay, so that's the way you need to do the acknowledgements. Okay, so again, thanks a lot for listening. This was section P6, week 16. Let's look at what we did in terms of project right from week 1 to 8. We selected the project, we did brainstorming. Again, if you didn't select in the first week, you could do it in the second week. You did mind mapping, you did secondary research, asked a lot of questions, did the matrix. Part 2 of the secondary research, you did the mapping of user participants. Week 5 was primary research part 1, contextual inquiry. Part 2 with questionnaires and talking to subject experts. Week 7 was analysis part 1, okay, use of artifact, activity and spatial mappings. Week 8 was analysis of the data, creating personas and making the OI/OR table. Week 9 had ideation part 1, generating ideas. Ideation part 2 in week 10, okay, concept evaluation, concept maps. Then went into making prototypes. This was the start of the prototype with soft prototyping, rough sketches, paper prototypes, scenarios and storyboarding. Week 12 was minimum viable product, proof of concept, information architecture and experience design. 13 was with human factors, systems mapping, high fidelity prototyping, and also doing 3D modeling and printing. Week 14 was usability studies and findings from them, iteratively to redesign and finalize the design. Week 15 was creating the business model, making the pitch presentation, also looking at IP, Creative Commons, open source and design. Okay, week 16 was to finalize the design, write the report and make the presentation. So in week 16, we did finalize the design, report and presentation. We looked at details of it in the tools. We applied it in the project and we look forward to the case study.